whatever this disagreement is, whatever this competition is, you're better working together. Hi, my name's Dee. Welcome to Sunchild Tarot and welcome to your new moon reading for February 2020. So that's the new moon in Pisces. Now, normally I'd be asking, what would we be beginning with the new moon energies? Listening to the astrologers, this time this new moon, it is incredibly transformative, as all new moons are. We're at the end of the passage for the zodiac. The new moon's going to start passing around the zodiac again next month. Actually in a few days, but you know what I mean. So I want to ask the question, how can we best utilize the new moon energies? Because it is as much about considering and planning beginning things as actually beginning things. And it's also about considering and planning how to end things, which makes sense with all the Capricorn energy we've got going around and will have for the rest of much of this year as well as last year. You can ask a question if you want, but bear in mind I am looking at how we can best utilize these energies. Now, the reading either is for you or it isn't. And the way that you know is if the past and the present don't fit, the future's not going to fit. It's not for you. But I do advise that you watch more than one anyway. You want to have a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe your Venus placement, maybe your north node, whatever takes your fancy. Now, if you don't know what all of those are, your rising sign, your moon sign, etc., there's a link down below so that you can get yourself a free birth chart. And also there is a timestamp to get past all of this waffle because you've only got to listen to it the once. As a general reading rules apply. You know, roles can be reversed. I could be saying you're doing something and it's somebody around you that's doing something, or vice versa. Timing's hardly absolute because with all of these new moons, full moons, astrological aspects, they're like ripples in a pond. And some people will be hit by the ripple before other people are hit by the ripple. Other people don't necessarily get hit by that particular ripple. So it's timing is advisory. Of course, if you're led to this reading well out of season, well, that's when it's useful for you. So enough of my waffle. I think I've said everything that I need to. Let's bring up the cards. Sagittarius, you've got loads of new beginning cards going on. We have, coming from Spirit, the Fool and the Magician. From the Moonology Oracle, we have Be Bold and Make the First Move and Prosperity Lies Ahead. Self-love. Now, that's a very popular card for these new moon readings. That's come out no end. And Leliel, the Angel of Night. So there's that dark, quiet time, that time of creation, that time of things moving forward. We have 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So using your insight, using your psychic awareness and unfoldment. This is quite a destiny time that's going on here. Where you are at the moment, the new start, Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the moon. So you're not seeing everything, but I believe that there is quite a spiritual aspect with this. I'm really, really drawn to the mysticism elements of the moon card this time. I'm not even seeing the duality of, you know, the tame and the wild and all of that business, or hurling at the moon. No, it's the mysticism. This is a really pivotal time for you. But what's standing against you is a dream or an idea that is encouraging you to walk away from it all. You know, as simple as that. We've got the 8 of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups. So I think that there is some form of dream or idea that has made you go, yeah, maybe I won't do this new beginning that's going on. So I wouldn't be surprised if this new beginning is already in motion. But it's moving quite fast, but you're worried about what will be destroyed in the process of it because you've got a firm foundation. Six of Pentacles, the whole family happiness nostalgia card. Here we've got a community at a banquet and a very well provided for banquet as well. So there may be an element of worry about what is going to be lost if you go ahead with this, but I really think this is the time of unfoldment for you. There's also, with that, be bold and make the first move. We've got the Nine of Swords as one of the cards that you've got something to work with, clarified by the Three of Coins. So, torment, somebody, I don't feel it's somebody stabbing you in the back. What I see with this particular Nine of Swords card is competition with an equal. And it's almost like the pair of you are stood on this pinnacle. You're both aiming for the same thing. Why not work together? Because be bold and make the first move. And how other people are feeling, news is coming to you that really an end should be put to this issue. Whatever this disagreement is, whatever this competition is, you're better working together. You need to put an end to this issue, whether that means working together or whether that means completely walking away and having nothing more to do with them. There is an issue, a competition, a rivalry that has been going on when you're both working towards the same thing, face it. But I think what Spirit's bringing in, as I said, the Fool and the Magician, you're coming into your own power. At the bottom of the decks, the Empress, there is abundance coming your way, which is echoed by the fact that you're at the Ace of Pentacles now. This is a real world, physical world, day-to-day life, job, family sort of new beginning that's going on about decisions that you've made where you are really coming into your own power and you are declaring your own kingdom. Bear in mind that the Three of Coins is very much about recognition and working, but you have been recognized as an equal, hence why the rivalry, hence why the clashing. But two equals working together can accomplish a damn sight more. So either just stop the fighting, there's no point. The other person's sick of it as well. You've got the recognition that you required. You've had wish fulfillment before that was a victory, and this is what set you on this path. And now you're going, oh, should I go this other way? Should I? Should I put aside where I was heading and go in this new direction when the original direction was something that you were unfolding in? I think you are best looking how to enhance the path you were already on than just going, stuff it, I'm going on a whole new path. There will be a harvest coming round, which is a wish fulfillment for you. But you've got to get past this Nine of Swords and use it as a rebirth time rather than be destroyed by the competition, the rivalry, the aggression that's inherent with this card, even though I don't feel it's that bad. It doesn't need to be that bad. It's something that you can move forward with if you take the right advantage of it. But the very fact it's happening means that you have been recognized, and it does give you a forward motion. You've had one victory, you can move on to another. But I want you to look at the more spiritual aspects of what it is you're doing, because it's the magic, it's the hocus pocus, it's the mystery, it's the deep and liberating emotions or acceptance of emotions, the accepting of the tame and the wild that are coming together, that's really fueling this new start. You've had wish fulfillment once, you're getting wish fulfillment again. We've got Nine of Cups in the past and Nine of Cups in the future. But what is really interesting is the final outcome cards. The Emperor, you're defining your own empire. Aries influence there, of course. And the world. The world is coming round to move with you. But your stumbling block is this: do you take this new dream or carry on enhancing the path that you'd already set foot on recently, or that you're setting foot on right now? Do not be distracted. The moon can be a card that will distract and distort, but it's not meant to pull you off path at the moment. It's meant to make you look at things differently. The whole point of Sagittarius, I've got the astrology card here. Sagittarius, I see. As in, I observe and understand. I can target. Self-love. You don't need this conflict, whatever it is. And let's face it, I think the other person, whatever this conflict is sick on it and all. So, one thing that you are worried about is that you're trying to balance too much, and that you're maybe not getting the fresh start that you was wanting. But that fresh start energy is here with what you was already on. What you was already on, I can't say this enough, what you was already on just needs tweaking. You don't need to go, okay, that new start's gone, now I'm going to have another one. No, you've already put in some of the work for this. You've only put in a little bit of the work for this. Keep going with it. Don't be distracted, but enjoy the other sights that are given to you, because these are the dreams. This particular Eight of Cups card, I never feel that badly about it, but it is in the challenge position. But maybe there's something that you can do as well as where you was heading, or maybe it can influence what you was planning on doing just a little bit, or maybe it's something that you can just put to one side for later. But right now, it's distracting you from working on the new beginning that you've already got established. Do not waste the work you've already put in, but do listen to this. Listen to your third eye. Listen to your hunches, your intuition. Do not burn out the village in an effort to save the village. That was a bit, but it's weird because this swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, also showing something's moving to completion. But I'm getting that rebirth and completion, but I'm also getting the Nine of Swords is a scary, horrible, in torment card, and Ten of Swords is even more so, but it's coming to an end. It's reached its climax here. Be careful about reacting too rashly, I think is a good way to put it, because it is night time right now. You can't see everything right now. But the harvest of what you've already been doing will come about, and recognition is here already. The very fact that you are in this conflict, whatever it is, shows you that that recognition is there. Prosperity lies ahead. New Moon in Taurus, that card. Be bold and make the first move. Make peace one way or another. And I think that's for you to do. Use that Nine of Swords as the power of nine, as in rebirth, as in absorbing things into your being and moving on, so that they are hidden in secret within you, if necessary. But it's not even in secret. It's just they're not visible because they are just part of you now. Okay, they're not on the outside, they're on the inside. But peace is a good idea right now, okay, because there is an element with this Knight of Cards that you may want to burn the village to save the village. And yeah, I think that might be just slightly counterproductive. It's known in history to be slightly counterproductive. But wish fulfillment that you've had, and more wish fulfillment to come. More that's also, there's eggs in these glasses, and coconuts. There's, oh no, they're not eggs, they're lemons, but I could have sworn they were eggs a minute ago. So I'm going to go with the eggs. The secret's yet to be revealed. The eggs need to be cracked open. But with the lemons, if the world gives you lemons, make lemonade. You couldn't have more common sense. And the reason I'm saying don't push forward on the new idea that you're tempted to walk away to, keep going on the other one, is this Druid card, Hold the Space. Okay, so you've already set yourself on the path. Now's the time to plan to get out of this conflict. Now's the time to plan how to carry on this path. maybe adopting something from this other idea, or maybe simply shelving that till later, or maybe going, no, I need to focus on what I was initially doing. Later or not at all. Either way, it doesn't matter right now, because right now, not at all. Okay, so if this means anything to you, Sagittarius, please do comment down below. Press subscribe while you're there, if you would. I'm a young channel. It helps. The like button doesn't harm. Your next lunar reading is your waxing moon reading, which will be out later this week. I've been Mercury retrograded. It's a borrowed camera today. I won't get to borrow it in the week, so there'll just be a photo. Oh, that side. There'll just be a photo up there next week, if I can't sort my technology out. But that's why some of these readings are delayed, because Mars ingress Capricorn, that's going to be coming. That's an energy that lives with us for 6 weeks or so. Really good at pushing forward. There's a lot of chance to push forward here. Be bold and make the first move. Also, today, the day of the new moon, Mars crosses the eclipse point, 4 degrees Capricorn from the solar eclipse at Christmas, or the lunar, but I'm sure it was the solar. My geometry in my head says it's the solar. So this that will be an interesting energy, as in Mars activates the eclipse point. So some of the effects of the eclipse will take a bit of time. So yeah, that reading will be theoretically a few days late, but the effects will be seen for a while. Then your monthlies will be coming out, I suppose. So Mars ingress Capricorn. Yeah, that's a waxing moon and Mars eclipse point activation. They're the readings that I aim to get out over the next week or so. Like I say, comment down below. Good luck with this. Make peace, not war. Cheers.